welcome back. Today we're actually just doing a chill decorating video. I needed to put together a set for my Sims story, which is And Then the Nothing Came. And this particular set belongs to a character called the Storyteller. I'm not going to tell you much more than that. If you are reading the story, I don't want to spoil anything, but I am giving hints within the story that certain characters are something different. So for basically her living space, I really knew that because she's the storyteller, she needs to have a lot of books, papers. Just in general, this character gives off cozy grandma, like that's what she leans into. Now, whether or not that's what she is another matter entirely. So I wanted to put together a kitchen and a dining room and maybe like a seating area. I really like that Wood for Sims kitchen. It's so good in a variety of ways. And it was perfect here because it had like the little books in the fridge and the plant. Because the scene that I'm imagining will basically be taking place over tea. So I knew I needed that sort of space set up and ready to go. Ooh, I got my boogie. That's gross. Ugh, I'm so tired. I've been tired the past few days. I feel like caffeine doesn't affect me anymore either. Because, like, I'll have a whole can of Monster Energy. Whole can. Nothing. Nada. Zilch. I'm not ready to do shit. Which is bad, because there's many things that I currently need to do, and I don't want to do nothing. I'm working on that. I'm working on my motivation issues. It's not great. Like, this was supposed to be the year that I really... Oh, I need to move. Buckled down, like, wrote a real book. Because my problem is I have, like, 30 plus works in progress that every now and then, every couple of years, I'll pick up one. I'll work on it for, like, 30 days obsessively. And then one day I'll look at it and say I hate everything, and it'll go into a folder. And then a couple months later, I'll grab a different one, or I'll start something new. Work on it for like 30 days, be obsessive about it, and then want nothing to do with it. And then I'll come back like a couple years later and I'm like, oh, this is so good. Why did I abandon this? I don't remember where I was going with this. It's horrible. I don't have the ability to finish things. It is a struggle. Which I would love to join a writer's group, but I'm just so wary and overly paranoid about things just because I have had either things stolen from me or heavily borrowed from me, and it just didn't feel good. It felt icky. And then also, this wouldn't happen in a writer's group, but in 8th grade, I'm gonna remember this till the day I die, I was accused of plagiarizing for the school newspaper the Zodiacs, which I literally wrote on paper in the classroom. This is before computers and the internet and phones and all of that. Like, I knew maybe 3 people with a phone in middle school, and even in high school, like, most people didn't have phones. And so there was internet, there were those old school computers, but like the fact that, and that it was because I used the word upstaged, that's not even that fancy of a word, and the audacity of that woman to accuse, and she was a name hyphenator, which there's nothing wrong with having a hyphenated name, but just because this teacher, oh dear, a book fell down and scared my dog. It's okay. It's just a book. I stacked it funny. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Beagle. But yeah, just because this one lady, she has ruined hyphenated names forever for me, I just immediately go, bad person. And it's a character flaw, and I'm working on that. But like, yeah, that's how scarred for life I was. 'Cause I was pissed. I was so mad. And of course my parents, they had their own issues, so there was no way I was gonna get any sort of defense from that corner. And like, there was nothing I could say or do. Like, she just said, you did this, and that was the end of discussion. Like, girl, what? Oh, I'm still mad. I'm mad right now thinking about it. Hi, Beagle. It's okay. I have just... Oh no. Now he's scared of the book on the floor. He's so funny. Like, he is simultaneously the most confident and brave animal and also the most terrified. I don't understand. I don't understand how those two things exist in his little beagle brain, but they do. Anyway, back to the build. So you can see I have tea set up. I've got another tea set on the counter just to really lean into it. You'll also notice that I'm putting kind of like here and there, maybe some unsettling objects. So like that Dragon Age board that kind of looks a little creepy with the cane. The antler kind of sculpture thing out of branches, that's kind of creepy looking. Not overtly creepy, but just like slightly creepy, and then like a portrait of an eye and things like that, because I want it to come across that she is kind of unsettling, just like in an uncanny way, almost like she's playing at being a grandmother, but like you're like, I don't know about this. But in the story, she hasn't really done anything, but it's just the suspicion of it. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. I need to decorate more because I do enjoy it greatly. I just get burnt out sometimes when like the game does me dirty and breaks things, and I get mad. So then I don't want to do it anymore. Like, Heimdall is a fully decorated, like crazy decorated neighborhood. But it just, I lost it for a while and now I have it back, and I'm just like, do I want to be hurt again? Is the question. And right now I don't. So you can see I kind of have a big old pile of books outside because I knew going in that was going to be the biggest, the thing I use the most. I don't know, biggest, jeez, words are hard. I just like this pumpkin basket. It makes no sense, but I don't care. And like the little tool rack and stuff. I am curious if people have any guesses, like who these kind of original characters are in terms of the story, and like what they're meant to be and how they came about. Because I'm hoping that I'm like conveying it, but I don't know. Because there's the storyteller, there's Jonah, there's the dreamer, and by the time this video comes out, I believe the Sable will have been introduced. It's so fun world building, because just doing this has made me so excited about other projects in terms of world building. Like, I've been probably for about a year now, yeah, about a year, September will be a year, hosting monthly D&D games, and now, by this point I have 4 tables. And I'm now, I've just been working out modules, but I'm now inspired to actually do a homebrew for the first time in years. Like, I always like world building, but I would get bogged down by how much work there is, and then I get overwhelmed, because me and my brain's like, okay, but what are the imports, exports? What is the history of this area for the last 400 years? I just get stuck in the wrong details. But for this one, it's based on a campaign that's completely randomized. So all of the characters, people didn't pick their character. They rolled dice to determine what kind of character they got, everything from age to hair color, like class. They didn't get to choose a single dang thing besides the character's name. And several of them also randomized that because they wanted to. Like, I didn't make them, but they wanted to. And so then I also randomized the location and what monsters they're facing and what their rewards are. And then I built based off that. But I got Savannah, and I realized I've never done that before. Like, I've never played in a campaign where the setting was Savannah-based. I've never DM'd it. Like, it was really interesting. And so then I started building off of that. And then I was like, okay, well, a lot of these monsters don't really suit the Savannah vibe, you know. The Savannah animals to me are very distinct, and I think they are to a lot of people. Like, the patterns and the colors and like the shapes of these animals, hyenas, cheetahs, zebras, like they're all kind of weird. Giraffes. So I was struggling with that, and then I just decided, well, what if I reskin monsters to, like, be Savannah styled? But then, even more, I just went chaotic with it. So, custom monsters, custom worlds, all of this. It's a lot, but, like, I'm having so much fun with it. I've got a whole world map going. I actually think eventually all of my campaigns are going to end up in this world that I'm building. Because none of them was, like, in anywhere in particular, so to speak. Like, my first one was just, I played the Wolves of Steadwick module, so they were on an island that's completely separate. Well, now they're on the mainland. Well, okay, where is that? That very easily could be in this little kingdom that I'm building. Or it's not even a kingdom, it's a whole fully fledged world. So I think they're actually going to be in it. And then my other group, I've been playing out Candlekeep Mysteries, but again, very easily could put them in this world. What's my other one? Strixhaven. That one's probably a little bit harder, but it also has, because of Strixhaven coming from Magic the Gathering, and it talks a lot about, like, different worlds and stuff, they also very easily could end up in this world. Like, it's all coming together. And then there's other campaigns that I want to do now. Like, I really want to do a campaign that's only, like, cozy forest creatures. So Humblewood, essentially. Would love to do it. I think it would be so much fun. And then also, like, multiple groups, essentially. But all of the groups are based out of this one area, except each group is, like, a different period of time. So one group is the very beginning of this area. So they're discovering it, they're mapping it, they're naming things, figuring it out. And then another group is maybe 200 years in the future. So maybe some of the original characters are alive, depending on their species and, you know, what happened to them. Maybe not. And then the next group is even further. I'm interested by that concept. Ever since, I mean, I know Brandon Sanderson's kind of annoying, but Mistborn is what really made me think about that and, like, checking in on a world a couple hundred years in the future. So now my brain's on that. I'm like, oh my god, why am I doing this to myself? I don't have time to host this many games. But I sure want to. Now, if I had my own, like, completely separate building from my house that I could set up as, like, a dungeon, I probably would offer, like, I know pay to play is very controversial, but, like, with the amount of work I'm putting into it, I would need to pay to play to have a separate building and everything. But, like, offering that, it's like, hey, I'm a professional DM. I have a spot that we can come hang out in. You don't have to pay to be there. You just kind of have to pay me. And I will be reliable, kind of thing. Because there is, like, the local game shops have, like, rooms, but they charge per person to use them. It'd be different if it was a flat rate. I wouldn't mind that so much. I would probably just cover that myself. But the fact that it's per person and not everybody can afford to pay for that, I know that I'm really fortunate that I have my dining room set up basically to play, but, like, I don't know. I don't know what the answer to that is. I do wish it was just per person though. Because there's no way I could, and I know they're really cool spaces and they're decorated really fun and I would love to support a local game shop, but, like, I can't require that from my players. So, I have thought about approaching them and being like, hey, listen, I will bring in people on the reg. Can we just have a flat rate that's not, because it's 15 per person and I have 5 people at one table. Between 3 and 6 are my tables, and so, like, that adds up, and I don't think that that's fair or reasonable to expect more money it's not costing them anything to have another body in there, you know? I don't know. It's controversial, that's for sure. Some people get so angry about pay to play too. Also, I realize I'm just talking about D&D, but like, I'm taking pieces of paper and books and just randomly putting them in corners. It's not like I'm doing anything that's like crazy. Some of these things potentially will have story relevance, potentially not, but yeah, I'm just, for the most part, putting books on the ground. I had a lot of single books, which I didn't love just because I didn't want to get OMSPs and start going all crazy with that, so I started deleting them. Because I was just not. I like the stacks better, it's just easier for me. But yeah, we're basically done. So yeah, I'm curious if you think you know what's the deal with these guys. And also, no one has figured out the particular worlds that I'm using. What is the one element that they all have in common? They're all fantasy, but like, there's a specific element that I was looking for, and they all have it in common. And I want people to figure it out, because then I could talk about it. But I don't want to spoil it. I might. I don't know. We'll see. But this is the build, so we'll be seeing this soon in a future little installment of my story. So thank you so much for watching and for reading if you like the story. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and it's inspiring me. So yeah, on that note, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.